Hello, Straters. It's CreepEvee, and we are back with my old, old but goodie, oldie but goodie, rug Pauper Tron deck. Um, I am a little bit late on this video, partially because I damaged my eye a little bit. I wear contacts, and somehow or another, when I was going to put them in, something fell off of my ceiling, I think, and got into my eye, and I just like instinctively rubbed it, and apparently scratched the living crap out of my eye. So slightly injured myself there, and it hurt to look at anything, let alone my computer screen. So I gave that a couple of days to heal up, but it's doing a lot better now. I just can't do it for too long, or else my eyes will start to strain a little bit. But I think I can hold it together long enough to get through one video. I gotta do it for you guys. I'm dedicated. So anyway, that's why we're a little bit late, but let's jump right into it. Alright guys, so I'm going to choose to go first. We are playing against Fletchman, and this hand looks okay. I'd really like that mountain to be a green source, but I think we can work with it. Oh, we have a viewer. That's awesome. See, this is what happens when you guys contact me. I'm a nice guy, I promise. I keep telling you guys to add me so that we can get matches in, because there are times where I am on here for hours unable to find matches. At least good ones. Sometimes I have to play against a lot of tap rift bolt pass, if you know what I'm saying. Not that it's a bad thing to play mono red, burn, and pauper. I won't say anything negative about it. Never would I do such a thing. Green black. Are we gonna play against oh no, wait a minute, what do we got here? Guardian Idol. Okay. Not sure where this is headed. Alright, we'll pass. I was gonna say this might be 2 episodes in a row against Torex. What do we got here? Some kind of landfall, maybe? Gains a life every time a land comes in. Gaining 2 life since that was a jungle hollow. We got some synergy. Gonna take 2 here from the idol. We are now in an unfortunate situation where my choice of firebolt creates problems. Well, we can get map into play, which always a fun thing to do. An even more fun thing to do is crack the map. Let's make sure we get the right one. Power plant. Unfortunately, we don't have anything that we can do with the 2 mana. Alright, the Evolving Wild's going to get him 2 life out of that. Synergy again here. I was a little bit skeptical of this Guardian Idol, but it is, it's putting in work right now. I mean, I probably should have lightning bolts in here. I don't think I had a playset of lightning bolts at the time. That may have been why. But honestly, like, I had a solid reason for choosing the firebolts, and I don't completely go back against my word there. Let's go ahead and get rid of the life gain here. But I talked about it in the last video. If you haven't seen it, just how it does lead to more value in grind games, and this is a very grindy deck. But it being a sorcery is hurting me right now because I can't do anything about this very strong 2/2 right now. Okay. Draw a card. Target creature can't block or can't be blocked. No, it can't attack or block. Okay. I have no idea what we're playing against, honestly. This is going in every direction right now. Alright, so we can get to a green source now, which is what we really need. Because once we get some Ancient Stirrings going, then we might be able to make some magic happen. Oh yeah, that's right, we don't have a forest in here. But we can get our Kalani Garden. Alright. Oh, I guess I should have... Well, no. I think saving the Firebolt might be better. Because I honestly don't know what creatures he may have. I may just be really out of the loop on what this might be, because this is that from Ixalan? I think it is. And I could be incredibly wrong. What is that? It's a tap for 1 and you sack it. That does not seem super great. Let's see. Stir Anciently. I have mixed feelings about this. I think I want the map because now I want a blue source more than anything. Get those mole drifters doing some things. Hate to go through 2 maps this early on, though. I guess I should just get Shimmering Grotto here, since I'm having so much problems with color fixing. I think that we should go for the blue. Yeah, and I just want to cast a Mole Drifter for full price. And cast straight up. And then maybe draw into a land. Oh, that's right, we already played land for turn. Oh, well, never mind. We do have the Urza's Mine. Got sitting on 3 Firebolts here. Plenty of things to do. I guess I say plenty of things to do. Let's see. I'm still trying to figure this out. What all is he going through? Oh, Pestilence. Okay. I think I see how this works. So that Pestilence doesn't kill his own creature, because it can just be an artifact. This to gain enough life to where Pestilence doesn't kill him. And Alchemist Vial, I still don't know. But that would be what I'm thinking the layout for is here. So I think we may be about to lose. Let's go for an Ancient Stirrings, Prophetic Prism, or I'm actually just going to get the Prophetic Prism here. Because I actually want to draw the star later. I don't want to draw it yet. I want to draw it when I have Finger Marauder out. Well, I drew it now. It's not when I said I wanted it. So let's make one of these blue. And go for a Muldrifter. Get the effect. There's our Rolling Thunder. Not doing much for us right now. We need to get to another turn. That'd be our biggest priority right now. So, with that in mind, do we cast... No, we don't cast Seagate Oracle, I don't think. I think we actually crack here. This makes things interesting. Do I want to Expedition map, or do I want to play these burn spells? I think I want to play these burn spells. So let's load them down, just because if we pretty much have to win off of Rolling Thunder right now, right? So with that in mind, let's try to whittle our opponent down as much as we can to save us the trouble. So this is however many black he can pay. Okay. So he's got 4, 5. So I get this and this. I still don't know on this, but I like it. I've wanted to try out Pestilence because there's a lot of different ways you can build it. Alright, so there goes. At this point, I guess I should just evoke the Muldrifters because they're not going to stay on board. Or I could just play like the Seagate Oracle. Well, I mean, Seagate Oracle isn't as much value, but it would actually stay on the board. Well, I mean, obviously he could kill it, but he would be killing his offshoot as well. What did he pulse for? I don't know what he pulsed for. I wish I knew what he pulsed for. Okay, so let's tally up what kind of mana we have here. Let's... Alright, so 3, 5, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. 2 of that has to be red. We're not going to be able to close the game out with this board. So let's pay into the Prophetic Prism. And should have tapped the Urza's Tower, but let's evoke the Muldrifter. So yeah, we'll just always yield to that. Getting to another Muldrifter. I guess we play it. I think we pretty much have to. Cast with Oak. Our only other really option is to start like laying down the burn spells, which I still think that we're at more of an advantage to try to dig for things. And Ancient Stirring helps us dig for things. That is a chromatic star that could be useful. There is one of the Fangor Marauders that I would really like to draw right now. I could crack this and look for an island, and then play the tower. I think we'll do that. So that gives us one floating. But the island gives us the opportunity to cast Seagate Oracle. Oh, I already paid for... Well, I already played a land this turn. Did not even realize that. Oh, because I played Kalani Garden. No, I didn't. Oh, I just played the island. I'm brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Well, let's play a Seagate Oracle. As much as I want to just drop the Firebolts and try to kill our opponent, I don't think that that is the most healthy approach to our board right now. I guess we just pick which one, right? Guess we'll pass. So this is, yeah, if you control, if no creatures are on the battlefield. Oh, crap. Yeah, we need to kill that. I just realized I really should read cards. Okay, wow. Alright, so we just need to get rid of the entire board. Which, Rolling Thunder actually helps facilitate that really well. Oh, but he can make Guardian Idol into a creature. Yeah. That's another good reason to have Guardian Idol in there. Okay, I see what's going on then. Yeah, so we're at a little bit of a standstill then. I don't know. I really wish that these were not so expensive on MTGO. I mean, like, they're not, like, expensive, but relative to other things. Okay. We gotta make some magic happen here. Question is, how do we do that? Let's see, 3, I could make that 6, 10, 12, 13, 14. That's not lethal again. Let's do things like this. And then we'll just crack this for red, I guess. I don't know why I didn't use one of the 2-mana ones. Guess we'll do 1, 2. We need to get to a Fangor and Marauder. That is pretty much our way out of this. Flame Slash could be handy here, but I think that the Oracle is better. Let's go here, here to make blue, and then pay for Seagate. Getting another one. And let's see. Get another prophetic prism. Play it. Draw a card. Getting a mine. Little known fact, that is not a power plant. Well, I mean, I don't care about a power plant right now. I need a Fangor Marauder. I don't know where my head is at right now. I am on some pain medication for my eye, so that may be affecting that. I guess we'll play another Firebolt. We need to whittle him down because we're very much failing to get to a big enough Rolling Thunder to just win the game with. Guess we'll play Tower. How much is this? This is 5 to flash it back, right? I think we want to do it that way because I want to save these for whenever we get to our Fangor Marauder that we really need to get to. Make red. Cast a Firebolt. Pass a turn. We did a good amount of damage to our opponent. He can do 4 to us right now. That would wipe the board. Looks like probably going to be doing that then. Yep. Because that makes it game for him next turn. Right. Yeah. Okay. So we did not pull it off. I didn't even think about how much mana he had. Alright, so do we have anything coming to us? Where is this Fangor Marauder? Off marauding somewhere else. Well, we have our enchantment removal. And we have our artifact removal somewhere. There it is. I actually have an excuse to be blind this week, so gonna have to use that. So the enchantment removal is more important here. I think it is much more important than these firebolts. Well, actually, no, the flame slashes would be the ones that aren't really all that helpful. So we'll bring these in. The ancient grudges aren't like huge, but I think they're better than the firebolts is the biggest thing. My sideboarding just all over the place. I'm putting things in random places. Does Relic help us out at all? No. I guess we have to try it like that, right? Alright. Well, we open up with our main side deck option. But this is 2 turns to crack the map to get our 1 green source, which is not, well, it's a tap land. This hand, on the other hand, ironically, looks quite good. That I don't think is all that great. I'm going to put to the bottom. So let's go tower, map, pass. Not a bad start for a Tron deck. Cast the old search for tomorrow. I'll be getting mine, which means that things are going even better for us. This is Just about your perfect Tron start besides just having all three in hand. Ideally, you want, three in hand in a Karn, but we can't quite do that in this format. Although, can we just have a conversation about how ridiculous it is that these cards are in this format? This is fast mana on, serious steroids. I mean, these are cards that some people, have argued for years that shouldn't be allowed in Modern. Those people are not exactly right. The cards are not, too powerful for Modern, but the point is that it is that level where people would, feel the need to have that conversation. Well, he does not have Pestilence out yet, so I think that putting out a Mole Drifter, paying properly, is fine. And we have to pass there, unfortunately. We have all three Tron lands. We should be able to make bigger plays than that. But that's what happens whenever you cast your Mole Drifter for full price. Edge of Tomorrow. So definitely has a lot of land acceleration, which makes sense. He has the landfall creature. He has an enchantment where he needs a lot of black sources at one time to really be able to get the most value out of it. So all fairly expected. We do have that idol to contend with now. This is pretty bad right now. I think we just search for a land, something useful, which I think is going to be our Kalani Garden. Well, let's get the remote isle, because our hand is kind of rough right now. And although it is insanely wasteful, we have to be greedy with this deck, right? This is a greedy deck. So now we'll pay, get red, cast Firebolt, pay to get red, cast Firebolt, and after that, then I guess we'll attack. Yeah, almost forgot about that whole attacking thing. I hear it's important in this game, instead of just counting on Rolling Thunder to do the job for you. I really do like this. Most of the Pestilence builds that I've seen have been with white, considering that you get a lot of life gain. Cycle to, okay. Oh, Fairy Macrob. The exile out of mine. The 2 Firebolts, very nice. To be fair, I have not been getting a lot of value out of them, but maybe it'll work out. A 6/6 with landfall and of course Defender. Let's see, Landfall. Oh no, this isn't the one with Defender. Okay, so this actually is a problem. I really don't like burning my crack fetch things here, considering that I want to use Finger Marauder so badly. I want to search for something with this. At this point, it's just like deck thinning. I had really planned on using the fire bolts this turn. I think we'll just get the Kalani Guard, and that way we have a defender. Yeah, I think that's the best thing we can do. And I guess we'll just do this to bluff that we have something, and that's why we're keeping the Shimmering Grotto open. I don't think that that will prove much of a bluff, but it costs us a single lost mana, and we have nothing to do at instant speed, so except playing our Quicksand, but it doesn't do quite enough. At least not at this point. Well, I'll take the 2 there and block the big guy. Still think it's good for us to go ahead and hit with the Moldrifter. We need to keep him at a lower life total than us. That would be the most important thing right now, because then Pestilence becomes pretty bad for him. Return target artifact from your graveyard. Return target creature from your graveyard. It's not bad. We do draw into our Ancient Grudge, which I'm happy to see that. How much does it cost? Okay. Let's make a red. And Ancient Grudge. Just right now, while everything is tapped up, just go ahead and pop it. Not really a big reason not to. Not huge bluff that you can make off of it. This is interesting. I'd really like to get to our Haunted Fengraf, and if I could, but in that case I should hold back the Moldrifter and hope to get it back with that. But if he hits us right now with that as a 6/6, we're still actually profiting on damage, right? Because that's going to put us to 12. Actually, he's going to make it 8 and make it even, but when we're at even life, he's losing, considering the Pestilence does damage to both of us. Though I assume he will find ways to gain life. We might just be able to win here, because this is 7/9. Yeah, we can just win here. So boosh, and like turn this into red. And yeah, I guess we'll just pay for all of it. I don't know why. I don't know whether it's just the way I have my things sized, but that is definitely creating a problem for me trying to assign this damage. It's just like the arrows there are too big. Alright, so we got very lucky. That was the exact amount. Honestly, we still probably had another turn unless he drew a pestilence or a spot removal. That thing almost makes me want the flame slashes back. So I'm gonna go down one ancient grudge, even though it did come in handy. They are essentially two copies if you manage to draw them, that being the biggest issue. Alright, well, let's see what our opponent wants to do here. This is interesting because we are essentially playing a burn deck against a deck that puts itself in quite a bit of danger as far as life total. But he's already accounted for that, which makes it difficult for us to compete. Also, we're a very slow deck that wants to set up, and burn of any kind never accommodates for that. We have natural Tron now that we have one more draw, but we do have an expedition map. We're certainly not going to crack it yet because we have got ourselves a lovely Finger Marauder just waiting to make friends with us. Good start with the Guardian Idol for our opponent, though. Let's go for the Prophetic Prism draw card. What do we get? A Haunted Fingraph. Depending on what happens to our Finger Marauder, I might be really happy about that draw. Search for Tomorrow. Another Jinxed Idol. Well, Tron. And oh man, not the timer. I have been really slow this game. I don't know why. I'm recovering from a brutal injury, people. Don't judge me. We can definitely at least establish a good board here. I don't know how far we can get as far as damage goes. These Jinxed Idols might make things a little bit complicated, but we basically have 10 extra life on board as long as we keep the Finger Marauder alive. Grazing Gladeheart. Oh, that's gain 2. That's pretty good, actually. So let's crack the map first. So always yes, always yield. Always yes to yield. And let's get a tower just because I want to maximize my mana right now. Let's crack this for red. And I'm going to go ahead and just clear out these things. Because they're concerning me. I can make another one. Well, not make another one, but cast another one. With Prophetic Prism. Using this. And cast it targeting you. And then I'll actually just cycle this. And play a tower. And I think we will go ahead and try to get some damage in. And we are getting to hit for a 5/5. We're at 40 life against a burn deck. I like our odds. That thing is my biggest concern, because being at 3 minutes left, I want to be able to kill our opponent very fast, and gaining 2 life, normally once per turn, sometimes twice if you get the Evolving Wilds. What was that? Oh, a Pulse of Marasa. One of my favorite cards. Well, we've got a long way to go before our Rolling Thunder really starts paying its dividends. We do get a free draw here. Not much to say here, except I wish I had a Mole Drifter for Christmas. That is what I truly want to see. I hate timers. I really should make the timers on these games longer, but nobody wants to join if you make the timers really long. Let's just do this for... We'll evoke the Mole Drifter. No, cancel that. We don't have time to cancel things. Draw 2. There's our Ulamog's Crusher. That could be nice. Because he attacks automatically, so I don't even have to declare attackers. That saves me time. But once we start getting to that point, then we will most likely be in a position where we could do some real damage with our Rolling Thunder, because we have a lot of Tron lands out right now. We have 6 12 mana available, so that's a Rolling Thunder for 10. There's a Fangor Marauder, so we can establish a very big life total, because why not? The why not being that we will lose. But mama ain't raised no punk. We do get a life gain off of that, because it doesn't matter where the where it goes to, just matters that it does go somewhere, that being the artifact for Fangren's trigger. So we're going to gain 10 life here. We can go ahead, put the mine into play, play a Crusher. Come on, clickety click. And then swing in with this Mole Drifter. I don't know how I feel about that artifact that he just used on us, the Alchemist Vial. I don't know how I feel about that. I think that that's not the best. Well, if we were not dying to the clock, I would say that we were in amazing shape. But I don't think we can finish the game in enough time to allow ourselves to win the game. A Bajuka Bog, I'm glad we got rid of our flashback stuff. So you can crack that onto the Ulamog's Crusher. I know that I was just saying that I don't really think that it's the best card in the world in that deck, but it is putting in some work against me. Don't know whether that's just because it's me, but it is putting in some work nonetheless. So let's do this for a lot, because this is going to be 6, 10, 14. And by the time I get this typed, we'll be dead. Oh man, timers. I really just need to start putting the timers on anyway, and then just waiting for the person to actually join that will not mind the timer. But let's just go ahead and swingity swing swing. What is he targeting? Yep. Well, we got to 63 life. Make that 68. And we lose to that. Can I get a chance to message our there we go. Can I not check it? I can probably check it outside of this. I never know how to work these. I don't know. I'm going to figure that out and see, because I do want to thank him for the match. I'll be right back. Okay. Alright. So, I think that we're just going to end it here, partially because my eye is hurting me, and partially because that game went pretty long, you know, me dragging out the timer. I really got to figure out how to play faster. I just get very distracted while I'm talking. Normally I play too fast whenever I'm not recording, and I forget to check things. But you got to find that healthy balance somewhere along the way. But looking back over this deck, I think it's still okay. Obviously, I feel like I've improved as a deck builder since I made this. There's definitely some changes that I'd like to make, but I still do like the Rolling Thunder for the win, and the Fangor Marauder being thrown in, pretending that I'm playing Affinity. This deck just has too many things going on in it, and I think that's the biggest issue. If you could take this deck, give it more of an identity, and make it decide what kind of deck it wants to be, I think it would benefit from it a lot. But I'm still happy with it, to see that it can still perform okay. Shows that I'm not completely incompetent even back then. But still, I know that we just went off of like the 15th, 100th time I've lost at a timer. But I really enjoyed playing against the Pestilence. That was fun. But anyway, enough reminiscing about the old days when I built this. You guys get the drill. I think we all have that, you know, first or second or third deck that we've built that you got some memories with. So it's good to look back. Do you have any decks that you built back in the day that you like to reminisce about? Let me know down in the comments. I'd be interested to know. I do like people's stories about card games. There's always everybody's got really unique stories to tell when it comes to card gaming. So let me know down in the comments. Also, we'll just skip right into the shilling. If you like the video, leaving a like on it shows your support for the channel. We definitely appreciate it. And if you'd like to subscribe, you can see all of my videos, as well as videos from all the wonderful people here at Magic Gathering Strat. Of course, we appreciate that as well. Also, I'll have the link to my YouTube channel, as well as the Facebook channel for my YouTube channel, or Facebook page for my YouTube channel. So many channels. But it'll be there, and I post whenever I make a video for my channel, as well as when I make videos for Strat. That way they'll all be in one convenient place, and I almost always remember to post when I'm recording for Strat videos. That way you guys can hop on MTGO and join me. But I think that's everything I needed to say, and I will see you guys next week.